Welcome back to Syntax Cinema. This is lesson number 3. It's time to take a look at complex sentences. A simple sentence is like a stick. Period. A compound sentence is like a seesaw. Make sure to put it together correctly. A complex sentence is like... apparently, a complex sentence is like an independent clause and then a dependent clause, or a dependent, independent, which you've already learned. So what comes next? Complex compound? Let's just call it combined. A combined sentence is like a machine. Why a machine? First of all, a machine has many different parts, just like a quality sentence. Each of these different parts requires different connecting pieces to hold them together. There are also endless variations for the types of machines we can create. The same goes for sentences. The design of a machine will either make it efficient or inefficient. The design of a sentence can be effective or ineffective. How can we possibly learn about all the different parts and pieces that we need to connect and make efficient or effective sentences in the context of one little video? The idea I have is to provide you with tips for a lifetime. The first thing you should do is expand your sentences or add parts, ideas, embellish on the thoughts that are already on the page. If you don't have ideas to work with, there's no need to start putting them together differently. Then start looking for places to combine sentences, like we've already gone over. Try and look for those places that would make your writing more powerful or add variety so that you have a short, a long sentence, short, long, and there's a rhythm and flow to your ideas. A final idea is to imitate sentences, and we're going to spend the rest of this video looking at how you can do that. You should start by reading. But reading like a writer. Look for strong and effective sentences or paragraphs. Here's an example sentence from author Annie Leonard on the topic of consumerism. But our real power is not in choosing from items on a limited menu. It is in determining what gets on the menu. The way to ensure that toxic, climate-disrupting choices are replaced with safe and healthy alternatives for everyone and not just those who can afford them is by engaging as citizens, working together for bigger, bolder change than we could ever accomplish as individual consumers. Start by taking the sentences and breaking them into their parts. For those things that seem to be a bit extra, just tab them out a bit. Now think of your own topic and borrow from the author's template. And so I write, but the ideal Valentine's Day should have nothing to do with candies, cards, and teddy bears. It should be about loving those who need it the most. The way to spread love to all hearts and not just those in love is to acknowledge that the unloved exist, acting on the fact that there are many in the world who could benefit from a bit of kindness, even from a stranger. And just like that, I'm starting to sound like a writer. You can become a better writer if you can learn to read like a writer. Find effective and strong sentences and try them out. Imagine a sentence and all of its parts is like a machine. The possibilities are endless. Here's a final quote to think about. To live a creative life, we must lose our fear of being wrong. This is the end of Lesson 3. Enjoy your reading and writing in the meantime.